why are we failing at love? So I'm going to speak on this in a godly perspective, because when I think about the word love now, right, I think about agape love, where there's no wavering, there's no reservations, there's no strains, there's no conditions, right? That's how I think about love now, but it wasn't always like that, right? God is the author of love. He published it and distributed it to us freely, but we took it and we altered it, then pawned it for half the price, right? We cheapened the value of love, all the while expecting it to keep its integrity and authenticity when all we really have now is a counterfeit version, right? Like, how? Why? Like, how can I give something that I've never really understood or received in the first place? And it really all goes back to how I love myself, right? The Bible talks about to love others as you love yourself. But if I don't love myself, how am I able to give love to someone else? I'm trying to give out of an empty well. And it all goes back to how I see my Father. My Father God, like, He created me. He created every fiber of me. He understands me. He knows who I am, right? And He is love. He's the author and finisher of love. So if I don't know His character, if I don't know His nature, then I don't know myself. So how am I able to go out into the world and give something to someone that I don't even have myself? So now, instead of loving, I'm self-projecting how I feel about myself onto someone else and loving them out of a misconception of what I believe love to be. It first starts with how you love yourself. We can't even really say how much God loves us, because we can't even fathom how much God loves us. We can't even fathom that. We just can't, right? So just to come into a minuscule knowledge of how much God loves us, and then allow that love to flow through you, and understand your identity within Him, and know that you are loved, and know who you are within Him, then you're able to go out into the world and give that to somebody else, right? And we're not falling into these perpetual errors constantly. It's just really a lack of knowledge of not knowing what love is. We have to understand that love is not an emotion, it's an action and it's a choice. Love is not fleeting, love is eternal, love is spiritual. So as soon as we get that concept of that and see and have a spiritual lens instead of a carnal, the better off I think we would be.